The love story of the Prince of Wales and Wallis Simpson stirred up British society and became a reason for serious political changes in the country. The future king was never distinguished by exemplary behavior and often provoked the wrath of his father with affairs with married women. Yes, Wallis was not his first lady with a stamp in her passport, but for her sake the prince abdicated the throne and left his homeland. I'm sure he has no regrets in the future. By the way, the government had plenty of reasons for dissatisfaction with the beloved Edward VII. By the time the prince became king, she had already divorced twice, changed a lot of lovers, and led not the most decent way of life. In addition, she was suspected of spying for the Nazis, which was the last straw. After the abdication, Edward received the title of Duke of Windsor, and his wife became a duchess. The prince began to shower Wallis with jewelry from the very beginning of their relationship, and after the wedding continued to do so with even greater enthusiasm. The new home for the couple was Paris, where they regularly arranged social receptions and amazed the invitees with luxurious apartments and the brilliance of jewelry. Looking at Wallis, many believe that she is wearing costume jewelry and rhinestones, such an abundance of first-class diamonds Parisian society has never seen. The couple passionately loved each other and were crazy about jewelry. The Duke was a regular client of Harry Winston and Van Cleef and Arpels and Cartier, and was friends with René Guisan and Jean Toussaint. The Windsors collection is amazing in its scope, and most of the jewelry in it has unique designs. Let's have a look at the most interesting pieces. First of all, I want to show you Wallis' wedding ring, because it was the beginning of their married life. The author of this masterpiece were the masters of Cartier. The ring was made of yellow gold, diamonds, and in the center placed a huge emerald in 20 carats. It is believed that the stone once belonged to the Mughal emperor. One of the Duchess' favorite pieces of jewelry was a 31.26 carat square diamond ring. This stone belonged to the famous lover of precious crystals Evelyn Walsh-Maclean, and then passed to the collector Harry Winston. The latter sold the diamond to the Windsors in 1950. The ring itself was made in Japan, especially for the Duchess. From Harry Winston, the Duke purchased another matchless yellow diamond of 47.14 carats. The crystal was surrounded by smaller diamonds and given the name Heart of Windsor. Of course, Wallis had a huge number of rings, and all of them are worthy of attention. But my goal is to show you the most interesting jewelry, so I chose a ring with amethysts. In my opinion, this thing suits a bright and emotional duchess in the best possible way. The yellow gold ring is covered with small round diamonds in turquoise, and the main role is played by hexagonal amethyst of hexagonal shape. The combination is unparalleled. The ring is just begging to be put on your finger. The amethyst ring can be accompanied by a bracelet with the same design. The central element completely repeats the ring, and the bracelet itself is made of round turquoise and amethyst beads. Here you can also add an Indian necklace with the same set of stones. It was commissioned by the Duchess from Cartier around 1947. It is made of gold and platinum, inlaid with 27 baguette-cut amethysts, and the center stone is cut in the shape of a heart. The real star of the Windsor collection is the sapphire pendant with a sealant stone of 206.82 carats. The piece was made at Cartier in mid-1951. The dark blue sapphire is surrounded by small baguette and round-cut diamonds. In a separate category, we will single out jewelry with pearls, because every self-respecting lady should have necklaces and rings with pearls. Let's start with a necklace from Cartier, which was worn by Maria of Teck herself. The jewel consists of 28 pearls of different sizes from 9 to 17 millimeters. Interestingly, the shape of the pearls is not the same. There are round, oval, and even almost Baroque specimens. The necklace could be complemented with a pendant with a pearl weighing 47.65 carats. I was very interested in the Duchess pearl clips from Van Cleef and Arpels. Their highlight is that two large pearls of white and black color were used for inlaying. This is what makes the jewelry so unusual. Van Cleef and Arpels and the Duchess worked together to create transformer necklaces in the form of zippers. They could be worn as bracelets and then unzipped and used as necklaces. An amazing idea and a great realization. In the end, I want to present you the richest collection of brooches. This ruby sapphire jewelry symbolizes the eternal love of the Windsor couple. Look at the amazing owl, thistle, flamingo, and panther jewelry. The Duchess died in 1986 and the Duke 14 years earlier. The couple had no heirs, so under Wallis' will, all the property was sold and the money given to charity. Jewels were put on Sotheby's and sold for $50 million. The most expensive thing cost the buyer $3 million.